It's your boy. I'm Chris Don One, and I am back with another video. Happy Monday, right? We're about to get into today's topic. We found out who is going to be in the Super Bowl: the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Now, this wasn't a huge shock or surprise to your boy. I predicted the Eagles as well as the New England Patriots. All right. Rate, comment, subscribe. Subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. Do not forget to hit the notification bell. All right. So you'll be aware of my live streams as well as my videos that I upload. Okay. Let's get into today's topic. All right. The New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to be the biggest underdog. All right. And a lot of people putting their money on the New England Patriots. But if you really want to be risque, you could put a small fortune on the Philadelphia Eagles. And if the Philadelphia Eagles win, you're going to come out smelling like roses. All right. But the smart money is on New England, and the reasons are, humongous. One, the Philadelphia Eagles have experience all across the board. They have a better quarterback than the Philadelphia Eagles. They have a better coach than the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. I think the Philadelphia Eagles have a better defense, but it's not the type of defense that give the New England Patriots, when they're in these moments, problems. Typically when I'm referring to like the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks, defenses like those, they're big and athletic up front, and they can put a lot of people up on the box, as well as they have man-to-man corners and a hard-hitting safety. Okay, so the Philadelphia Eagles do not have that on their defense, but still it's a decent defense. All right. I think Tom Brady is going to have his way. Thanks for the thumbs up. I think Tom Brady is going to have his way with the Philadelphia Eagles, because the Philadelphia Eagles defense is not going to give Tom Brady a lot of pressure. I'm not sitting up here saying that Tom Brady is going to have all the time in the world to do his plays, but Tom Brady is going to be comfortable in the pocket. All right. He's going to see some things here and there, a couple of blitzes here and there. But other than that, I don't think Philadelphia Eagles defense, they have the horses to really torpedo Tom Brady like the Seattle Seahawks, like the New York Giants. Okay. When you're talking about quarterback, Nick Foles, who was a Philadelphia Eagle quarterback a couple of years back when Chip Kelly had him, Philly is going to hurt Brady and put him on his... I couldn't read the rest. I'm sorry, dude. I'm driving. I can understand where you're coming from, but I don't see that happening often. Okay, let's travel down memory road. The reason why the Philadelphia Eagles lost Super Bowl when they played the New York Giants twice and the Seattle Seahawks, you have to admit those were elite defenses and they had man-to-man corners. All right, so therefore you didn't have to put a lot of men, spread them out in the field. You could pretty much load up the box and send all types of blitz formations to Tom Brady, get him rattled, get him confused, and then guess what? He's no longer comfortable. As long as Tom Brady's comfortable and he doesn't get hit, that's why he's been winning so many games. Okay, because Tom Brady hasn't had that big hit to worry about. He hasn't had to worry about getting hit from his blind side. Okay, That's the difference between Tom Brady and everybody else in the NFL. Okay, but I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles have a good defense, but I just don't see it. They don't have an elite defense. But let's go back to Nick Foles. Nick Foles was the Eagles quarterback many moons ago with Chip Kelly. He returned back to Philadelphia. Now, a lot of people are not going to give this man credit, Chip Kelly. All right, but Chip Kelly is probably going to hang his hat on this fact that, like it or not, love it or hate it, there are some Chip Kelly players on this Philadelphia Eagles squad, and Chip Kelly pretty much groomed Nick Foles. Okay, so I know Chip Kelly is going to probably hang his hat on if the Philadelphia Eagles prevail and win the Super Bowl, and he's probably going to have an interview saying, well, see, if the Philadelphia Eagles fan base and the Philadelphia Eagles organization would have just gave me a couple of more years, this probably would have happened on my watch. Okay, so do not be surprised if Chip Kelly has an interview like that. I don't believe that, okay? But do not be surprised if Chip Kelly makes his way on the interview tables, on the car washes of Fox Sports 1 and ESPN or whatever, NFL Network. But the Nick Foles is the perfect backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Their main quarterback is down with an ACL. He probably won't come back until next year. Okay, so Nick Foles is a good replacement and a good backup. Nick Foles is a system type of quarterback. All right, he's not athletic. He's not as accurate as Tom Brady, but he can do the job as long as you provide a system for him. All right. He's only going to work within the system. He's not going to he's not going to improvise at all. Okay, and that's why the New England defense, which to me, I feel like the New England defense is okay, but it's not as better than the Philadelphia defense. They don't have to try as much to put a lot of pressure on Nick Foles. The New England's defense is probably going to be positioned from this standpoint, this mental standpoint. Well, we'll just let Nick Foles. We'll play this out and allow Nick Foles to make a mistake. And when Nick Foles do make a mistake, we're going to either run it back for 6 points, or we're going to pay for his mistakes. That's why when you're talking about the Eagles, the way how they're going to strategize this from an offensive perspective is like what they've been doing all season long. Just trust the system. We're not going to do too much. We're not going to improvise, okay? And we're just going to pick our spots, okay? We're going to play it safe, right? And that's good if you have a lead. But if you're if the game is evened up, or if you're behind, that could be a detriment. Okay, so you're going to have to gamble and take chances down the field, and I just don't see Nick Foles doing that, even if they're behind. All right, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to establish their run game. All right, and they're not going to allow Nick Foles to improvise or do too much with him. They understand Nick Foles' strengths and weaknesses. And this game, and I'm not a New England fan, but I feel like New England Patriots are going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, okay, yet again, because of those reasons. The Philadelphia Eagles, when you're talking about the coaching staff, they're not going to allow Nick Foles to improvise or take chances down the field. All right, and that's a benefit for the New England defense, so they don't have to try as hard as they have to. Okay, and when you're talking about the New England's offense, there's not going to be a lot of pressure put on Tom Brady. Now, the Eagles, you're going to see them establish this early in the game. They're going to try to blitz Tom Brady a lot, try to confuse him, try to send him mixed signals and different coverage packages, try to throw him off a little bit. Maybe that's their mental perspective. And somehow, some way, Tom Brady makes a mistake early in the game. And typically Tom Brady doesn't do this unless you're talking about the 3 games with the Giants, when they played in the Super Bowl with the Giants twice and they lost, and the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, they played the Seattle Seahawks twice and they lost one and they won one. Okay, but if you don't have that type of defense, Tom Brady don't have to worry too much about the different types of schemes and pressure packages and things of that nature from a defensive perspective, because you do not have those horses. That's why a lot of people were giving the Jacksonville Jaguars a strong chance to beat the New England Patriots, because the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is similar to those other teams. Plus, they had Tom Coughlin in the front office, okay, and they felt like that's an advantage for them, okay. But once again, when you're talking about Jacksonville, their offense couldn't muster up points because they couldn't. They didn't allow Blake Bortles to take chances down the field or improvise, because Blake Bortles is not that type of quarterback. Now, I do feel like Nick Foles is a step, a notch better than Blake Bortles. But they're going to do the same thing when you're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. They're not going to take a lot of chances down the field. And if they do that, they'll probably do it early in games. But the New England Patriots, they're going to anticipate that. They're going to say, well, they're going to try to do some things early in the game that's not accustomed to what the the Philadelphia Eagles do. Okay? And unfortunately, I'm not a New England fan, but I feel like New England Patriots are going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I would love to see the Philadelphia Eagles beat the New England Patriots, okay? I'm a huge Dallas Cowboy fan, and, you know, that even hurt my heart to want the Philadelphia Eagles to win, all right? But you have to look at this, and if you have to, and you got to look at the matchups. And when you're talking about the New England Patriots, when you look down at their offense, defense, and special teams, it's just a little bit better than the Philadelphia Eagles. Plus, they have the experience, okay? And they have a Hall of Fame coach and a Hall of Fame quarterback. Just too much to overcome for the Philadelphia Eagles, all right? And I don't do predicting scores, but I feel like it's going to be a decent game. I say 28-14, or, you know, it's not even going to be close from the Philadelphia Eagles perspective. They may score a touchdown late in the game, but that touchdown is not going to matter, all right? And I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the New England Patriots are going to be Super Bowl champions. Tom Brady is going to collect another ring, and you know, we're going to go from there. What's going to happen to the New England Patriots if you believe in the drama with the New England Patriots? You know, with the coaching staff and Tom Brady and the New England's organization and Robert Kraft, if you believe all of those rumors, okay, that there's tension in the water with those entities, I feel like with a Super Bowl win, it's going to work out all of those problems, and they're all going to look at each other and say, what problems? It seems like we do better things as a collective group versus sprouting out and becoming individuals, okay? So I think cooler heads are going to prevail from that perspective, and the New England Patriots are going to stay. They're going to be status quo for next year, and it is what it is. All right, but that's my final score. I like to thank everyone who came in. You know, the early adopters of the live stream. It's not that many of you guys, okay, but normally these videos, these live streams start picking up viewers later on in the day, later on in the week. Yes, this is a live stream. I can't edit live streams. So if I made mistakes, you know, with people's names, I apologize. Okay. And it is what it is. Thanks for joining the live stream, guys. Thanks for sending messages. Thanks for thumbing up the live stream. Please do not forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel.